Did you see that there are 7 Calvary Chapel churches near Huntington Beach, California? That is the epicenter of the Family International movement, aka the Children of God. Their practices are very familiar.
Dang, it was not on my bingo card to see Candace Owens talking about the cult I was born and raised with on her podcast. She was actually reading a comment that someone mentioned. So she's talking about the corruption in this Calvary Church franchise where there's a lot of child abuse and trafficking and all these other bad things that lead to more bad things, right? This is just the pattern we see in a lot of these corrupt organizations, and specifically churches, nonprofits, these 501c3s that don't pay taxes and that get away with doing a lot of bad things under the name of yay God, right? I've been talking about this for years, y'all, and I'm just giving you guys some examples of, other people confirming what you and I should already know, but especially what I survived. So I was born and raised into this cult. It started in the late 60s as the Children of God. It went through a bunch of name changes. Cults always rebrand with negative publicity, but by the time I was born, it was called the Family, and then later changed to the Family International. So it was an international religious cult. It was a Christian cult. No matter how you want to feel or not feel, or how you want to say, oh, but they weren't real Christians, cool. There are a lot of people calling themselves Christians, full stop. We don't see a lot of the people calling themselves Christians acting like real Christians, whatever that means. And I've asked some Christians to point me in the direction of real Christians, and they can't seem to find many, but that's besides the point. Let's focus on this. Predators are strategic. They hide behind positions of power. They will abuse trust and authority and things that you may hold dear, and even, yes, the name of your God, to abuse children, to get away with doing bad things, especially harming children. Because when people say, yay, God, people who believe in God often tend to look the other way and be like, oh, but they're just a great Christian church. They're Christian missionaries. Like, I was on the streets all over the world, but also in America for 4 years of my childhood, but mostly in all these different countries around the world, peddling, grifting, literally fundraising with a bucket on the side of the street that said Christian missionary fundraiser. You know what the irony is? When I was in Houston, Texas for 4 years of my childhood, from the age of 10 to 14 years old, so many Christians, like thousands of Christians, they stopped and they asked, which denomination? And I had to sit there and debate and explain and blah, 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 blah about the denomination. Not one concerned citizen thought it was weird that a 10-year-old, 12-year-old girl is by herself right now fundraising. No parents. Where are we? Why are you not in school? No one asked if I was okay. But so many Christians wanted to debate the denomination. And they were either happy because I had this whole script, right? We were non-denominational, blah, 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 blah. Kids are very scripted when they're in these very controlled environments. I've talked a lot about this, and I give a lot of information about how to spot the signs and how to look past the scripts and the propaganda and the pretty newsletters and the fancy, websites and the words like Christian missionaries and all these buzzwords that predators are very happy to exploit. So I'm raising awareness. I'm unpacking lived experience and my own trauma so that strangers on the internet